The Grand Canyon, one of the 7 wonders of the natural world, its beauty is legendary. Standing on the canyon's edge and hiking down its steep trails fosters a deep connection to the natural world and the sacred beauty of this earth. Its rugged, diverse wildlife and raw wilderness are reminders of the natural power and importance of preserving such spectacular wonders. Its presence evokes a sense of timelessness and eternity to anyone looking down over its rim, and its colors one of the most magical spectacles of nature. At sunrise and sunset, the light interacts with the spectacular layers of rock, creating red, orange, purple, golden displays of light and shadow in the constantly shifting, painted landscape of the desert. Its vista is breathtaking. Its stillness and immensity gives rise to a feeling of being in a timeless, untouched place where the modern world falls far behind, replaced by the quiet power of beauty. Standing on the canyon's edge and hiking down its steep trails fosters a deep connection to the natural world and the sacred beauty of this earth. Its rugged, diverse wildlife and raw wilderness are reminders of the natural power and importance of preserving such spectacular wonders. These qualities create an experience that many describe as magical, where natural beauty, geological wonder, and spiritual reflections converge. But maybe not for long, because there are forces working to destroy that beauty. And here's some friends I met in Sedona who are trying to prevent that from happening. Help preserve this natural wonder. Welcome to New Realities. I'm Alan Steinfeld. I'm here with really good friends in Sedona, Arizona, with a new project they are creating. Mark Zimzak and Josh Daniel. I'm sure you've seen these people around if you've been in Sedona, but their new project
is this Grand Canyon Foundation, because we're about protecting land, sacred land, air, and water. And so this is a meaningful project, and it came about because the uranium mine that you discovered here was only like a month and a half ago.
I mean, the Grand Canyon is a national resource. It's a national
one of the
monument.
wonders of the world.
Right. So what's happening in the Grand Canyon that we should know about?
Well, they're currently mining for uranium 6 miles from the edge of the South Rim. So there is an active uranium drilling site mining going on. They're pulling up ore that's enriched with uranium and trucking it off to be processed. That is happening right now, and there is nothing stopping them.
My name is Diana Sue White Dove Uquala. I'm a member of the Havasupai tribe. We are known as the guardians of the Grand Canyon.
My name is Uquala. I am a member of the Havasupai tribe from the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The danger that is brought forth, that it will have an impact on all future generations, is the issue of a mine that is being dug just right behind me.
So what happens when they mine uranium? What does that do to the environment?
The first thing is where they're drilling is first it's an ancient sacred site for the Havasupai tribe. So right there, it should have never happened.
Not too much further up this way at 305 is the turnoff to our sacred lands.
Right now we're standing near Sacred Red Butte. So this is the place of emergence for the Havasupai people.
Right now, there's uranium mining being done out there.
A new uranium mine is digging there against the tribe's wishes.
And local tribal leaders tell us they're concerned about what this means for the future.
I sit here as an elder at the moment, but this started many years ago.
Energy Fuels Inc. has tried to mine this site for decades.
The land that they're mining is very sacred to the Havasupai people. It was one of the places where the medicine were very powerful and grew there. They have desecrated that land.
It should have never happened just because of cultural heritage. Second is when, obviously they're drilling down deep 6 miles from the South Rim to extract the ore, that's an issue in itself. The other thing is the other issue is it's disrupting an ancient aquifer. That is the Grand Canyon is all about aquifers. It's a massively complex aquifer structure. So that is like, just don't go in and just start drilling away and making a mess of stuff.
And if you don't know what an aquifer is, it's pretty simple.
Spring waters that bubble up from the bottom of the ground.
These waters created Havasupai Creek, a tributary of the Colorado River, which flows into Havasu Falls, the lifeblood of the tribe's tourist economy and spiritual cornerstone of their ancestral mythology.
The actual translation of Havasupai is people of the blue-green waters.
Who gave them permission to drill? And is it a private company?
It's a private company
Because
that
it's a national park.
Right, correct. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, who's
on it.
allowing that to happen?
Government.
Government.
Ultimately, our government is allowed. There was a long drawn-out court case. Three main plaintiffs: the Havasupai Tribe, the Center for Biological Diversity, and the Grand Canyon Trust. They did everything right, all the proper things. This case should have been won. Everything. And in the end of the day, the U.S. government and the company that's doing the uranium drilling won. So now there's the loss. They appealed it to the highest level. So there's nothing stopping them now.
Shut down Pinyon Mine!
Shut down Pinyon Mine!
Shut down Pinyon Mine!
Shut down Pinyon Mine!
Oh no!
Oh no!
All of this land, they look at it and they only see shrubs, rocks. But all this is medicine. Some of the shrubs are medicine that we've used to help ourselves in sickness. The rocks are used for the sweats we do. The trees, they are used to keep us warm in the winter. A lot of these things are very important to us, but we're not looking at it that way. We're just always wanting money.
And they're looking to truck it through, truck some of this uranium through like our towns, right? And so that's a big deal because we're all at risk, not just the Havasupai tribe, but uranium's toxic to us all. And so if an accident were to happen, along the way, Flagstaff could be in big trouble.
Beneath the forest, and more specifically, beneath the Pinyon Plain mine, is the aquifer that provides the Havasupai tribe with all of its water.
The aquifer is right underneath that area, and the water, if it gets contaminated, will go underground and it comes out right at the head of our village, and it's gonna make us sick. And this sickness is not the kind that you can just die right away. It's gonna go from generation to generation, deforming us mentally, physically. We're gonna have hardships with our breathing.
Let's talk specifically about the negative health effects of uranium. As we've learned in Hiroshima, Chernobyl, and Fallout 3, uranium creates radioactive waste that can remain radioactive for up to 3,000 years. Also, radioactive dust, which flies off of the waste and the mines themselves, is carried by the wind and can easily contaminate nearby water supplies and crop fields. Exposure to this contamination can cause lung cancer, kidney failure, loss of reproductive function, birth defects in children, and pretty much every other bad thing you can think of. According to locals and Havasupai tribe members, the health effects are already being felt, and Pinyon Mine has just began operations.
I've seen a lot of livestock lose their lives. I've actually been scared to drink water. I've been pretty much going into tap water, bottled waters and stuff myself because I've heard people have been getting sick and what we thought was clean water, being laid up in the hospitals for weeks at a time due to the contaminated waters.
They pierced one of the aquifers and it's been spewing out ever since. And the little animals are going in and drinking out the water or playing in the water, and they're getting contaminated.
So what can people do? That's
why I set up the Grand Canyon. I thought, well, okay, this is our main point of interest. So we need a structure to help find remedy, whatever that will end up being for the situation. So I said, okay, we're going to set up, we're really good at foundations, have that down to a science. Let's set up the Grand Canyon Foundation. So we did that. So what people can do is go to the website, register to be on the email list, and we'll keep you updated. So we're going to do a lot. There's going to be a lot of action.
Yeah, well,
happening.
let's talk about some of the action you have in mind. You're a good organizer, Mark. So what do you suggest people do to stop this from happening?
Well, we first need to inspire people to bring it to people's awareness, right? Right now, it's the Indian tribes up there, near this land that are aware, and they've created something called No Hall, Hall No movement, right? Which is gaining some traction, right, as they protest, but it's probably not going to be enough.
We must continue to fight the mine until it's 100% shut down and completely closed, and remediation to the Havasupai's desires. What they want is what needs to happen here.
Let's talk about immediate avenues for change. Right now, the only person capable of intervening to stop the mine would be Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs. And the only organization actively working to blockade the shipments of uranium to and from the mine is a group called Hall No, a direct action group based out of the Navajo Nation.
I've been a part of fights. We've shut down the world's largest radioactive waste dump in New Mexico. We said no to Holtec. We said halt Holtec. There's a lot of work in the whole world. If people want to get involved, you can contact me through Hall No. My name's Leona Morgan. Hall No is based in northern Arizona. We can stop industry. We can shut down uranium mines. We can take some donations too, but the point is,
there is not an infinite amount of uranium under the surface of the earth. So regardless of where you stand on Native American issues, and even if you don't believe in global warming, I think it's fair to say that this frenzied pace of natural resource extraction, combined with global overpopulation, will undoubtedly create natural resource warfare and energy scarcity in the future. Perhaps that's why the two-party political machine and media apparatus is so busy distracting the public with culture war issues, to stop us from confronting a harsh fact about the future of human existence on Earth.
there is no energy that we can transition to as humans that's going to continue to supply the consumption that we have for electricity. We need to reduce our consumption. Uranium, nuclear is not going to save us. It's not carbon free. They only count the carbon footprint at the nuclear power plant. They don't count everything before, and they don't count everything after. And that waste is going to be radioactive pretty much forever.
So the beauty of JOS and the things that we're creating is, okay, it's a bigger picture here. It's not going to be enough to just to have protests on the ground, that there is going to need to be big public attention brought to this so that it can be undermined, their operations undermined. And so part of what we're going to have next Saturday is kind of a foundational beginning to our Grand Canyon Foundation. And so we're having a big party up here at the Canyon Rose that all are invited to, where Josh is going to bring in, he's got some incredible new technology, some experiential technology, which with our AI programs that we're developing. So we'll be able to make some visible, commercials, or, a way to expose this in a way that is meaningful to people.
Great. Well, that's great. So we'll expose that. They go to the website, they'll find out more.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of information on there on
And are you leading this charge?
For now, yeah, we eventually want to build out a leadership team and community and all that. Right now, yeah, it's starting with me. I'm the primary, and Mark, I wrote Tim.
How did you discover this was happening?
Well, about 3 months ago, somewhere around there, I was just going through some websites, and different event websites, and I saw rally protesting the uranium mine in the Grand Canyon. I thought, this has got to be a joke. This can't be for real. And sure enough, in 2 days was the very first protest for this mine. So, I'm absolutely going there. I got to see what's going on with this. So I show up, start networking with all the people who are associated with it. It was a life-changing experience. And then there was a month later, there's going to be a rally every month is the plan. So I went to the second one. So we just keep gaining momentum and building this out.
Well, where are the rallies? How can people go to that?
Just go to the Grand Canyon Foundation. All the information will be posted there.
It's all the
but
rallies.
it's obviously up near it's near the Grand Canyon National Park, just south of there.
Who are the natives up there, you said?
The Havasupai tribe.
Havasupai.
Yeah, the two main with the Havasupai tribe and also the Navajo Nations helping out. And there are other tribes, many other tribes in the area, but those are the two main.
So
it's got to be a earth-wide shift of consciousness, just drilling for greed-based toxic things, disrupting a whole ecosystem for what? So y'all live, die, spend a bunch of money, and what did you leave behind? You left behind a massive mess. Someone else has to clean up. It's an old paradigm that just needs to die.
It is not just red. It is not just yellow. It is not just black. but it is all those colors. You are not to exist on this Mother Earth as an excuse. You are birthed onto it to carry the medicines of whom your ancestry is. Whatever it is, utmost, they were also born on the top of this Mother Earth. Therefore, their teachings was to protect it, for it provided the food, the supplies, all that was needed for their survival. You are here today simply because of your ancestors. Therefore, honor that and know that we implore you to awaken, and you too must stand in a tall, strong way to contribute to the alchemy that's going to protect this, the Mother Earth, for the future of all people.
I mean, nuclear energy, it's a kind of a thing of the past, right? I mean, and that's why they're digging uranium.
We're not sure. We think there may be various reasons. You know, our military needs it, you know, potentially for, you know, nuclear, but there's other means of solving those global problems. You know, mining is not the answer, especially not near people and sacred spots.
Of course.
Because once it goes through our canyon home, it goes right down to Colorado, all the way to the townships and going downriver. So it's going to hurt us. And it's not, like I said, not just me or my people.
But what's your ideas for the new technologies?
Well, there's a lot of them. One of the things in the Grand Canyon Foundation, what we're going to do is we're actually going to be offering people advanced red light technology, you know, new way to do gels that you can rub on your body. We'll do different things, and a new way to do a glutathione supplement. So we're actually going to have these
health technology.
Yeah, these it's like futures. Grand Canyon Foundation is going to have like the most cutting edge health technology in there available to people. And then we're also going to be developing out an entertainment technology, a new way to project movies and sound, audio, and we're going to be featuring that at the party.
So that'll be part of the funding source. Like, so we're not like, oh, come to our party, come and necessarily donate. We'll be finding ways to create our own finances.
Yeah. And what will you? Okay, let's say you get like a bunch of money. What will you do with the money? I mean, if you get funded.
That's a good point. We have, we won't even call them lawyers. We'll call them legal, people that understand the law to help bring some of these systems down. So it's really employing some people that can help put an end to this.
I see. So you need legal action to stop this from happening.
Public awareness. You just, you know, even a lot of people in the area aren't even aware what's going on. I mean, I've been in the Grand Canyon a lot. The park rangers, hey, do you know they're drilling? They don't even know. So just first step is build public awareness. Look for all available remedies to try to make all parties whole and balanced. We try to avoid confrontation. Just say, hey, this isn't cool. Let's see if we can have a meeting of the minds and find resolution so everyone wins. You know, I don't know how that'll turn out. All I know is we're moving and we're creating action-driven purpose, and something will happen.
Something will unfold. It's positive.
Are you looking to models like the Standing Rock resistance? Are you looking at those kind of movements?
Not really, no.
Why not?
Not
That was
us.
successful, wasn't it?
No, it's not. It's all about that. That's about confrontation. We would
Well,
just
no, not about, but they're just challenging the companies that are trying to ruin natural resources.
Yeah, that's one way, but we're more, you know, just diplomatic.
We think that there's risk associated with that, and we're not necessarily, you know, we're a little bit risk averse, but by bringing a public outcry, right, then, you know, and bringing about some awareness to this, people will recognize this and go, okay, what are the ways that we can stop our local governments from necessarily doing this, right? And so when there's public outcry, so when there, you know, to Joss's point, when we have more people aware of what's going on, so that's where some funds will go into the awareness campaign.
Yeah, because ultimately people elect officials and officials make the decisions. So if you have enough people aware who are electing the officials who are making the decisions, should, in this case, this is going to be much bigger than this one uranium mine in the Grand Canyon. This is just the beginning of a very large thing. But once you have that awareness, then people are like, that's not, back, in the 70s when doctors were doing commercials, cigarettes are great for
Right.
your health. I mean,
Right,
well,
right,
obviously
right.
we've shifted that. The same thing needs to happen with this.
Well, it seems like people are getting more aware, but then you hear about this stuff, and
Yeah.
then it's like, well, how evolved have we been?
Right.
So, well, thank you guys for bringing this awareness. The Grand Canyon Foundation.com.
Right.
.com.
.com.
The Grand Canyon Foundation.
No, it's not. It's just GrandCanyonFoundation.com.
Grand Canyon Foundation.
And there's going to be a lot of information on there. Another part of that is going to be an AI. We're going to be launching an AI technology that makes movies.
Yeah, yeah. So that's part of our consciousness hack, consciousness shift, right? Is to maybe give an alternative to Hollywood and some of the darkness that might be coming out of there, and allow the general public to start making their own movies. And
It'll
so-
definitely be the world's most advanced AI movie making tool. There is by far not only just movies, but it's going to be integrated with this new innovative sound, audio, and light. So this is going to be way.
Something you're innovating?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
you'll
if you
see
happen to be in the Phoenix area or anywhere nearby, coming to Sedona.
on the 5th.
Yeah, on the 5th.
October 5th, Saturday.
We have it here at the Canyon Rose Retreat Oasis, and if you're on our Telegram channel, you can find out where that is, how to get signed up
good,
and join us. So that's at
What's
Sedona.
the Telegram?
At Sedona Quantum Consciousness.
Okay, great.
What is beneath the ground and what is above the ground. There was very specific giftings of divine source for its placement. What is beneath is meant to give that strength and empowerment to those that are on the above. For those of us that are on the above, we have the beauty to watch and see and hear and feel, and know that what we see beneath us and around us is the medicines of which we are given the opportunity to gather, to bring it forth into ritual, into ceremony. There is no limit to what this divine source has brought forth to us as its caretakers, as its sentinels. We're to hear this, and this hearing isn't necessarily of a language that we understand. This hearing is that of what is around us, that wind that is gently blowing, that beautiful bird that is singing, the beautiful sound of the wind within the trees, that rustling, that is spirit talk. What is affecting the future, the wellness, and the survival of all humanity is what is happening right now. To desecrate the Mother Earth in digging it, bringing up things that are going to have an effect on the survival of all people.
Its depths so vast, where shadows sleep, the ancient stones their secrets keep. A river carves with gentle hand the timeless tale of earth and sand. Reds and golds at twilight's glow, a fiery sun sinks soft and slow. In deep silence the canyon sings of endless times and boundless things.
Nyakwawo, Habsuwin, Ya Ikwawa.